During the Spanish Civil War, 3 Catholic Red Cross nurses were mistaken for nuns and murdered by rebel soldiers. Their deaths shocked the world. Octavia Iglesias Blanco was the eldest of the 3, and she was born in 1894. She acted as the big sister of the group. She was described as a sweet, calm person, very loving and very religious. She belonged to Catholic Action and the associations of the Daughters of Mary and the Sacred Heart. Pilar Gullon Yturriaga was born in 1911. She was tall and elegant and very intelligent. Like Octavia, she was also very religious. She taught catechism and worked with the poor and sick before becoming a nurse. Olga Perez Montersin was the youngest of the 3, born in 1913. She was known for her friendliness and positivity. She had a spirit of adventure and a strong personality. She could sometimes be quite stubborn and had a talent for art. In the summer of 1936, the Red Cross in Spain sent out an appeal for auxiliaries. Civil war had engulfed the nation, leading to many casualties, and a lot of nurses were needed to help the wounded. The 3 women knew each other before they joined the Red Cross. Octavia and Pilar were cousins, and Olga was a friend of Pilar's. After learning of the suffering caused by warfare, Octavia, Pilar, and Olga all answered the appeal and began to work at the Puerto de Somiedo hospital. Just weeks after their arrival, Republican soldiers gained control of the surrounding territory. The Republicans were extremely anti-Catholic. Octavia, Pilar, and Olga had the chance to escape, but they chose to stay at the hospital in order to help the wounded. The Republicans stormed the hospital, killed the chaplain, and captured the women, thinking that they were nuns. The women were marched to a Republican stronghold and offered their freedom if they would renounce their faith, but they refused. They were tortured throughout the night, and it's said that the soldiers revved car engines to drown out the sound of their cries so that no one would think of rescuing them. Though they were subject to prolonged degrading and brutal attacks, the women displayed immense courage and said "Long live Christ the King" over and over throughout the night. By the next day, it was clear that the women would not renounce their faith, and so they were handed over to female members of the militia to be executed. All 3 women were shot. At first, Pilar survived the bullets, and she forgave her persecutors before they fired again. Local townspeople were forced to bury them in a shallow grave. The news of their execution shocked Spain and the world. Volunteer nurses with the Red Cross had never been targeted in such a way before. Olga's father, an artist, painted a work called The Holy Face of Greatest Sorrow in honor of his daughter and her martyrdom. The famous Spanish writer Concha Espina wrote a work about them called Princesses of Martyrdom in 1940. Octavia, Pilar, and Olga were beatified in 2021. The Church recognizes that they died due to hatred of the faith. The Bishop of Astorga said, "These martyrs were not linked to either side. The Red Cross went wherever it was summoned, regardless of who was in control. Nor did they carry weapons or even use words to attack anyone. They were simply moved by human compassion and Christian charity, knowing the risks and dangers when signing up as volunteers."